guys, hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is going to be my Pan Those Eyeshadows update for you. This is October's update. So as with all of my updates for this project, I'm going to show you the progress that I had on my September eyeshadows first, and then I'll move on to the ones that I'm rolling in for November. So the first eyeshadow I had in here was Magic Act by Makeup Geek. It is a foiled eyeshadow, and I'll show you where I was at in September. And this is where I'm at now. I've expanded the pan a little bit, and yeah, I just used this all over the lid when I was doing more brown toned looks. It's just a lovely light shimmery gold colour. So I used that a fair amount. The next eyeshadow I had in here was Legend, and I didn't use this one as much as Magic Act, but I used this sort of in the outer third and under my lower lash line. So I'll insert a clip of where I was at last time. Here is where I'm at now. I'm not sure if there's too much progress on this one, but I love this eyeshadow a lot. The next eyeshadow I had in here was Tiki Hut, again by Makeup Geek. And I'll show you where I was at last time. I only used this one 5 times, so there's really not that much difference because it is pretty much brand new. But I'll insert a clip anyway. Here's where I'm at. I'm going to try and angle it so you might be able to see a little bit of difference. But as I said, I really didn't get that much use out of this one because I was working a lot on my Desert Sands eyeshadow, which is actually very, very similar colour. Desert Sands is slightly more yellow and slightly lighter, and this is more like a neutral warm rather than just a straight up warm yellowy brown. But yeah, I did use that a couple of times, which is good. And then I had Coco Bear, again by Makeup Geek. This is another matte eyeshadow. I'll insert where I was last time. And here is where I am at with Coco Bear. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see the dip, because I was using this with a sort of more dense brush in my outer corner, so it did sort of produce quite a nice dip in the pan. I love this eyeshadow. It's probably one of my favourite matte eyeshadows I own, and just because it makes my eye colour pop. So yeah, I'm happy that I didn't hit pan, but I didn't want to like force it either. I just thought I'll show you naturally where I was. Last eyeshadow I had was Tempting by MAC. It's a Lust eyeshadow, so it's quite shimmery and glittery. And it was pretty much brand new. In fact, I think it was brand new in September's update. And so I'll insert just a clip of what that looked like. And this is what it's looking like now. I only used this one, I'd say about 8 times, if that. Just all over the lid, so there's a tiny bit of usage there. Well, visible usage. So overall, not loads of progress to show because I was working quite a lot on my Tartelette palette, so it is difficult to sort of keep rolling eyeshadows in. And this is so I'm going to do this update and then the update for the end of the year, so I think that'll be December's one. And then that will be the last time I do pan those eyeshadows in this way, because I've been doing 5 new eyeshadows every single month, and I don't actually think that's how you're supposed to do this challenge. Obviously, like, I can do what I want, I know that, but I think what I'm going to do as of next year is roll in 5 eyeshadows and then I'll only roll a new one in once I've actually hit pan on that eyeshadow. I think that's how most people do it, and that makes a lot more sense. So I'm going to do that moving forward, but we're just going to stick with how I've been doing it for the next couple of months until the end of the year. So I've put in 5 new eyeshadows for the month to work on in the month of November. So I've actually put in a lot of purple tones and burgundy tones to help me pan my Tartelette palette, because that is going to be my focus like for the end of the year. And I'm wearing all of the not all of the eyeshadows, but I'm wearing most of them today on my eyes just to give you an idea of the look I'm going to be panning. They are all from Makeup Geek. I know that's really boring of me, but I do want to get usage on these single eyeshadows. So the first one I have here is Curtain Call, and it is a burgundy foiled eyeshadow. I will give you a swatch once I show you where I'm at with it. So it looks like this swatched. It is such a pretty reddy, deep red shade. So pigmented, as are all the foiled eyeshadows. Then I have, let me just get something to wipe my finger on. Then I have Bitten from Makeup Geek, which is a nice matte tone, which is pretty much the matte sister of Curtain Call. And here is what that one swatch is like. I'll just put it next to it. This one is getting a little bit dry and chalky, so I think it is because it's getting on. And that is those two swatched next to each other. And then I have Whimsical, which is another foiled eyeshadow. And it is this super light, kind of shimmery, pale purple. And this so that's it swatched, and then that's what it looks like swatched out. Then I have another foiled one in Starry Eyed, which is basically the warm sister of Whimsical. It's like a very, very light, warm champagne, pinky champagne colour. It's stunning, and as you can see I've got a lot of work, like progress on this one already. That's because if you're an OG Pan That Palette watcher of my Tartelette palette, you'll know that I actually started off with this eyeshadow repressed into one of the spaces. So that's why I've already got a lot of use on this one. And that's that one. And then lastly I've put in like a kind of mid-tone brown, just to help me pan any other kind of colourful or neutral toned looks throughout the month. And this one is called Preppy. And I even use this as a nose contour. I've got that on today. I need quite a like cool colour for my nose, because if it looks too warm it doesn't quite work. And that's it swatched there. Sorry, I've done a terrible job of swatching there. But yeah, that's the colour story I'm going to be working with for the month of November. So I hope you really enjoyed this update video, and if you did then I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I will of course see you in my next video. Bye!